What if I told you a man from a small country in Europe called Slovenia was on track to make American history? I'm sure we've all heard the names Michael Jordan and LeBron James, and that's because they're considered the greatest of all time in the sport they play. So you don't necessarily have to be a basketball fan to know who they are. A name I'm sure a much smaller group, if any of you have heard of, is Luka Doncic, the 23-year-old Slovenian on track to make American history, and the man whose jersey I'm wearing. Luka Doncic is the 23-year-old point guard for the Dallas Mavericks. He began his professional career at the age of 16 when he played in Spain for Real Madrid and entered the NBA at the age of 19 with the Dallas Mavericks. Luka Doncic has made a name for himself nationally and internationally because of how successful he's been in Europe, the NBA, and even in the Olympics. Michael Jordan himself said about Luka, he is a phenomenal player, and at such a young age, he's demonstrating skills it takes many guys years to develop. It'll be incredible to watch him continue to advance in the league. Luka has already created a resume built on individual and team statistics that has put him on track and in the same conversation as Michael Jordan and LeBron James. I'm going to explain to you today why this resume is putting him on track to becoming the greatest basketball player of all time. For starters, Luka Doncic has been a part of and the centerpiece of successful teams for his entire career. He's essentially done nothing but win. Jonathan Givney, a writer for ESPN, reported on Luka carrying his team to a EuroLeague title in 2018 when he was only 18 years old. The EuroLeague is considered the second most competitive league in the world, and Luka, at the same age as or even younger than every single person in this room, was able to carry his team to a championship. On top of that, Luka made history in the Olympics. According to NBC Sports, Luka Doncic not only qualified Slovenia for the Olympics in basketball for the first time in the country's history, but he carried them to a fourth-place finish. On the biggest competitive stage in the entire world, Luka was able to carry small little Slovenia to a fourth-place finish. Now, overseas success is not necessarily enough proof to show that he's on track to become the greatest player of all time, but Luka had instant success in the NBA. He carried the Dallas Mavericks to the playoffs 2 of his first 3 seasons, a team that had not been in the playoffs for over 6 years. Luka Doncic has not only been able to win for his teams, but he also has multiple individual achievements that prove his greatness. Luka received his first award for his talent at the age of 19 when he was named the EuroLeague MVP and the Final Four MVP in the same season. Luka was not only winning and dominating against grown men in the second most competitive league in the world, but he was considered the best player in that league at the age of 19. Now, in addition to his success in Europe, Luka also was named Rookie of the Year in his first season in the NBA. In your first season, there's only one award you can win, and only one player is given it. It's Rookie of the Year. In his first season, Luka was able to win this award at the age of 20. And he didn't stop there. Luka was also named to First Team All-NBA in 2 of his first 3 seasons. Now let me explain what First Team All-NBA is. Every season, they vote the 5 best players in the entire league, in the entire NBA. It doesn't matter your age, your team success, who you're playing with. It only matters on individual success. Luka Doncic was considered a top 5 player in 2 of his first 3 seasons. That's essentially unheard of. It's so unheard of, it's never been done before. Finally, Luka has the personal statistics to prove he is on track to becoming the greatest player of all time. So, to prove this, I'd like to compare him to Michael Jordan and LeBron James, the 2 players that everyone pretty much undisputedly considers the GOATs of basketball. According to Basketball Reference, the archive for every basketball statistic in history, through his first 3 seasons, Luka averaged over 25 points, over 8 rebounds, and just slightly under 8 assists. Now, while Michael Jordan and LeBron James averaged barely a point more than Luka, they averaged 3 less rebounds and 3 less assists. Luka Doncic is putting up statistics in his first 3 seasons that even the greatest of all time weren't able to put up. And to prove he also, even though was averaging 1 less point than both players, still scores points as well, if not better than these guys, Luka Doncic was the quickest player to ever score 5,000 total points. So yeah, he may be averaging 1 less point than these guys, but he was the quickest player to ever score 5,000 points. Now you're probably wondering, why does this matter? You know, I don't care about basketball. I don't really know who Luka is, even though you will in about 3 years. But why does this matter to me? Well, Sports have a significant place both in America and internationally. So when a player such as Luka Doncic is on track to make history, it matters to more than just basketball fans. Luka Doncic is doing things that have never been done before, and he's doing them in Spain, in the US, and even in the Olympics. Of course, it takes a basketball fan to truly understand what he was doing, but anybody can appreciate the impact he's having across the world and especially in the USA. For a Slovenian to have this much notoriety in America proves how far international sports have come. Basketball is more than just an American pastime. It's a way to bring the world together. Thank you.